Hi folks, this is Bryan Torresani. I'm the head baseball coach at Arcadia University. I'm here today with Figure It Out Baseball. We're here in our indoor dome at Arcadia. This is our indoor facility where we train in the wintertime. And I'm here today to talk to you about a tee game that can be fun for your players while also productive in learning some different things about their swing and again allowing for some competition that I think it always goes well. Whenever you can mix in some competition into your drills and into your practices, I think you'll notice a heightened awareness by your players, a little more buy-in, and just a little more energy throughout that session. So this is one of my favorite games. There's a lot of variations to this, and I'll talk about a couple of them, but it's a game that we call sniper tee. Okay, so hopefully you can see I have a tee set up here on home plate. I have another tee about 10 or 15 feet past this plate, okay? So the idea of this game is to create a swing where you're going to drive this baseball and knock it off of that tee out in front of you, okay? So you can probably get a bunch of baseballs. This might be easier done in a cage so you don't have to chase them all over the place, but hopefully you get the idea. So the way that we do it is we'll play in pairs some days, and I'll tell them we're playing a 3-inning game or a 5-inning game. And the way that it works is if I hit first, I'm going to take swings. If I hit the ball off the tee, that's a run for me. All right, anything that doesn't hit the ball off the tee is an out. So once I get 3 outs, we switch. My partner hits. He does the same thing. We come up with a winner at the end of that. Always fun to put something on the line. If you got little guys, make it jumping jacks. Go buy a bag of candy and give a piece of candy to the winner. We give Gatorades out a lot in our program for different things. So again, just another way to create that buy-in and that competitive culture that I think goes a long way in winning baseball programs. So this is probably the standard setup here. You can see that we have this ball kind of down in the zone. That's where pitchers want to pitch. We have the tee that's out here that we're hitting at is elevated a little bit. So the idea here is to create a swing on a pitch that's down that can still be a line drive and something that we can stay off the ground with a little bit, okay? But depending on the type of hitters that you have or what you want to work on that day, you can move the height of the back tee down. You can work on a power ground ball sniper drill where this tee is a little bit higher than that tee and guys are working on driving the ball down the middle of the field. I know that's not a popular thing to do these days, but you know, there's something to be said for there's a time to be able to hit a ground ball, you know, and hit a hard ground ball. So that's one thing that we work on with our guys. We'll put our guys in situations, like if we're working on the ground ball sniper tee, we'll tell them you have 2 strikes, a guy at second base, and nobody out. And your end goal is to make sure that guy ends up at third base before your at-bat's over. You know, and they'll work on staying back and hitting that hard ground ball up the middle of the field, okay? And that's what we use a sniper tee for. You can do it on the oppo side, so you can move this tee over on an angle a little bit, on a 45, and play oppo sniper tee. You can move it in on the pull side and play pull sniper tee. There's, again, a ton of different variations. Some other ways you can do it, you can add, we use hitting jackets here. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing on the bat. All right, this hitting jacket will make the bat a little bit heavier, okay? And you can play it with in a weighted bat situation, trying to create some bat speed a little bit more for your players. They make these in different sizes. This is one of the bigger ones, but they also make them in sizes that youth players can handle as well. You can play it with an underload bat or a fungo to try to create as much bat speed as possible when you're playing this game and really get your guys to swing with some intent and swing it hard. Another thing we'll do from time to time, and if your program's lucky enough to have a radar gun, is we'll play straight on sniper tee, we'll radar gun, and we'll say it only counts if you come within 2 miles an hour of your average exit velo. And what that does is it forces guys to swing with their max intent and without talking about mechanics, without talking about where hands need to be, where the barrel needs to be, where the knob needs to go, any of that stuff that you hear all the time without having to say those words. If you just have that radar gun or you use one of these different implements, your players start to organize their bodies in a way to accomplish that task. We call that an external cue. Instead of telling a guy, hey, we want you to hit the middle of the ball, stay in the zone for a long time, those are all internal cues that guys need to think about. We're just telling our players, figure out how you can hit the ball as hard as you can into that ball there. And they start to organize themselves in a way that their body works the best to be able to do that. They have a ton of fun in the process. They get to compete against each other. And this is really something cool to do in your indoor training sessions, in the winter when things start to get a little stale, and even a way just to kick some competition into your practices. So again, my name is Bryan Torresani. I'm the head baseball coach here at Arcadia University. I'm here with Figure It Out Baseball. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I look forward to hopefully you watching some more in the future. Thanks a lot.